How times have changed. The next generation of news consumers has a different media landscape today, with social media front and center in their news diet. According to Pew Research, 50% of adults between the age of 18 and 29 say they trust social media sites some or a lot when getting their news, the highest among any other demographic. Think about how many times you get on TikTok to grab your news. I know Alex and I do it all the time. Well, that's along with 62% of the same age group saying they trust local news organizations, the lowest among all groups.
All right, so as we continue our special coverage of National News Literacy Week, we wanted to take a kind of a different approach and look into how one of the nation's most salient groups finds, consumes, and processes news and how they will influence the industry in the future. So how do you get your news and how often do you consume it? What is your go-to when it comes to you hear about something and you immediately go there to get more information?
I actually am not on social media as much. I do have a couple accounts, but I do occasionally get my news from social media. But if I ever do find something that I want to look more into, I will go to an actual source, an actual news publication. But yeah, I'm into the drama too, just like Paris. So I occasionally scroll on Instagram to see what's going on. But if it's something like national news, I'd more rather trust an actual.
And so what are some of the outlets maybe that you do trust, Niomi, where you say, you know, okay, I see it on social media first, but then I kind of do my next step research. What publications do you look at?
Well, I go to a search engine and whatever pops up first, which may not be the best thing to do, but whatever pops up first is what I click on. But I do like the New York Times a lot. Yeah. I'll often go to them to do more research.
Do you ever distrust the information that you're getting, and what do you do when that happens? When you notice something, you go, that doesn't really add up. Do you double check it elsewhere, Niomi?
Yeah, I'll double check across a couple sources, and you know, if it still doesn't make sense to me, maybe I'll do my own research in the matter, because sometimes coverage of that situation isn't accurate and you do have to find the statistics on your own. So yeah, I do check across a couple sources.
When it comes to, I guess, your circle of friends, the people that you interact with on a daily basis, do they kind of have the same habits as you do when it comes to the external research, things like that? Because I'm just really curious. I feel like, you know, kind of what you guys are saying, you see people share stuff on their stories and not necessarily doing the background legwork. But what about your group of friends, the people you interact with?
So the people I interact with aren't journalism majors like me. Maybe I prioritize doing research and stuff unlike them. So they do end up getting their news on social media, and a lot of the times I question it for them. They don't really have the reaction or the care to second guess the information they're getting necessarily. So I am often the one that's like, maybe we should, you know, do our own research and check that out.
Is that frustrating to you at all?
A bit, because I do, you know, I do hope that younger generations see the importance of journalism, since it is my career choice. Right. And I hope they see that there's something strategic about it, and that you can't go about trusting anything you see on social media. You should follow people and look to people who have studied ways to be objective and remain fair in their reporting.